about like what made you want the trade. You talked about how you came into yourself, you learned this and that, but you never really talked about like why you asked for the trade.
So
look at this smirk.
I had different plans, and Bron had different plans, and our team had different plans of what the future looked like. That means that our organization, from our GM to Bron to me, there were future plans in place already. I wasn't going to be part of those future plans if it meant that our team was going to break up. In order to keep the team together, we all had to make certain sacrifices.
Financially?
Not just financial. I'm just talking about in order for us to cohesively stay together, finance is a part of it, but in order for us to stay together, we had to understand that we had to be more open about what we expected from each other in the future. So when I asked for the trade, I'm like, look, I'd rather go experience other things in the league before I start really settling down into a career. That
You still was young too,
yeah,
though.
I was 24.
Did you inform Bron that you wanted to leave?
Nah, we didn't talk. We didn't talk. We didn't talk during that time. I was in the summer in China.
Why are you
doing my
smiling
Nike
again?
They go to smirk. I know the smirk. I know the smirk.
Because when I tell y'all this, it's for good purpose. Because I know the viewers want to know.
The viewers want to know.
The viewers want to know. No, we didn't talk during that time. And again, when I look back on what I was going through at that time, I wish I did, because it would have been a mutual understanding of what the future will hold for both of us, and we knew how much power we both had together. Me and him in the league together, running Cleveland,
dominant,
and then being able to put a better team together every single year would have definitely been worth it. You know what I mean? But for me, I threw all my chips in. I said, look, I'm ready to go experience something new. I'm young. Let me go experience the league. First off, I'll say, let me give you a little background. When I first got to Cleveland, I think I told you this earlier, but that was an uncomfortable position for me to be in a city where you got the hometown kid going to the Heat, and then I get drafted afterwards, and now I'm asked every single day, what about Bron? What about this? For my career thus far, since I asked for the trade and I got traded to Boston. What's up with you and Bron? What's up with you and Bron? Everybody keeps asking the same questions over and over and over again. And it's like, you brought up the point of Shaq and Penny, Shaq and Kobe, other people that ended up, not playing together for longer than what people would have wanted. Right. So we had to, and I say we, like me and my other teammates, but specifically Bron, because he's one of the biggest I play with, Kev too, that it's way bigger than just trying to satisfy what everybody wants to hear. We gotta be cool as brothers, whether we're playing together or whether we're not playing together. We have to protect one another, because it will seep into family life where people will really think that we don't like each other based on us not being able to play together anymore. You know what I mean? You asked for a trade, so you must hate that dude.
Yeah, right.
That was the furthest thing from the truth. That's not true. That's not true. So I had to defend myself. He had to defend himself. And it's like, I'm trying to put that to bed so I could continue to build my own legacy. But I'm continuously reminded over and over again, yo, you left Bron, how can you do that? You got his fan base, you got my fan base, you got team fan bases going at it. Yo, why couldn't this work? And I say this, I asked for a trade because I was looking for something different. I was a man of my word. When I went to the organization, I sat the higher ups down and said, look, I know y'all have future plans. Tell me right now. They told me their future plans. I said, look, this isn't for me.
That's right.
Share that with them. Didn't get a chance to talk to Bron before the media ended up coming out and saying that I asked for a trade. So I go over to China, and I'm on my Nike tour. Somehow the news gets leaked while I'm in China. I'm not even on American soil right now. So I can't even get on
Defend yourself.
to defend myself. So now I see all these reports, and 12 hours ahead in China. So I'm staying up 4 a.m. like, what's being reported now? And I didn't have a sense of how to manage that when all the media is coming after me. So now my agent's on the phone. He's like, we should do this. We should put out a statement. We should do this. But I had the conversation that needed to be had with the organization, and then I was gonna have it with Bron. But as soon as I got over to China, boom, Now it's Bron's attempted to do this, and Kyrie saying this about this, and that's not the image I want to create. But we never had. That was never our energy that we had.
They gonna print what's
Never. Whoa, Kyle wasn't talking to the team for the last month. They started throwing all these things that they created the whole thing. So now they're asking me, yo, why didn't you tell them? Why didn't you? I'm like, some things can't really be shared in open spaces all the time, and it took me 6 years to even talk about it openly because I'm comfortable with my decision. Before I was questioning, like, yo, did I do this the right? You know, I left one of the best to play the game, and I started listening to the people, to that. That started to seep in. That's where the mental health that you just brought up comes into play, because when you start believing what other people say about you, you become a shell of yourself. You become somebody that's different, and you're trying to be perfect for others that don't really give a fuck about whether or not you breathe another day. They like, man, you just another motherfucker that we could just troll or hate on.
Jump shot.
Yeah, that's all you do. So